Today we'll take you to Keene Park Pool, but on our way there...
Hey, that's NPR? Oh, shit. I listen to it all the time, never seen you guys.
That's Gregory Richard.
Most people know me as Joe.
We ran into him at the Keene Park Pond. He was fishing with a friend.
Every time I walk through here, I think of two things. One, Henry Keeney, the guy that dedicated this park. What the hell he had that he could give this much land to the city of Hartford. And then I think of this. He dedicated this park to the residents of Hartford that it could be nothing but a park. But out of all the parks in Hartford, this one is the least maintained. And I wonder why. I think I know the reason why.
Old North Cemetery, which is the resting place of Federal Law Olmsted. And we want our young people to understand the importance of the forefathers and what they left for them.
1, 2, 3.
His name is dile, ¿cuál es tu nombre? Well, dear. He was premature. 6 months and 3 weeks, almost 7. And he was a pound and 2 ounces when he was born. They told me that he was not gonna make it. Look how big he is.
Oh, baby, that's a man.
Yeah, you're a man right now, right?
That structure right there is going to be a laundromat. We're so happy. There's no laundromat in this community. We don't have an ice cream shop. We don't have a coffee shop. These are the kinds of things that we're hoping to put in the development at the corner of Albany and Woodland.
Now, I may crack because my voice is not what it used to be, so I may crack. You may hear, yeah, okay. And I'm definitely not going to go A above A now. But anyway, I'll do trees. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is proud.
Now 82 years old, Thompson has done it all in his career. As a performer, he danced with Josephine Baker, toured 3 continents, and studied with many of the most recognizable names in dance. Along the way, he gave up his own performing career to focus his efforts on community education, and for a pretty simple reason.
The children. They are our present and our future. Without them, we have nothing.
I'm State Representative Angel Arce of the 4th District. Been in Hartford since I was 7 years old. Park Street is mainly a Latino community. At one point, it used to be French Canadians, a lot of Greeks. Back in, starting around the 70s, that's when Puerto Ricans started moving in that area. And then in the 80s, other Latino nationalities started coming in. But right now is the Latino community, and no, it's not as dangerous as people say it is. No, it's not.
I live in Sheldon Oaks. People underestimate the power of our location. It's woodsy, and it looks very like community, like cul-de-sac type. But then when you look at my backyard, you see the Travelers Tower, you see the downtown skylight. You hear that music. You know when there's something going on in the riverfront because everybody parks their car. And then I'm like, don't be scared. You're fine. You're in a good neighborhood because people sometimes, it's Hartford. Sometimes we come out in the news. We're not a suburb. We're an urban area. You're gonna see crime. Unfortunately, you're gonna hear about the crazy stuff and the ugliness of a big city.
We just had this idea. Maybe we can do like a Carmen Miranda shoe, like really high. So the originals, my wife hand carved. They were palm trees and, different shapes. And she kept making, I say, go higher, make them higher. And they kept evolving. Then eventually we did it. We would have one shoe that you could decorate like 1,000 different ways, So it just was endless, We got an article written about us in the Village Voice. Nobody knew what the hell that was, a platform. And we were the first.
Wait a second. Did you invent the platform shoe?
Well, reinvent. I mean, the Chinese did it 2,000 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Anel McWhite, and I'm here to give out the turkeys that we got for food share. And we got 34 turkeys to give out today. And we have all the assessment to go with the turkey.
I'm 82 years old, and so as my waking me up in the morning, and I'm still in my right mind, use of my limbs. I have a roof over my head. I have 10 great-grands, and I'm a grandmother. I have 6 children. I have a lot of friends. I am grateful. I have a wonderful pastor. I am grateful for everything.
And me building this place here, it was to inspire the young brothers. Because see, a lot of the young brothers, they're always looking at all of the so-called celebrities in the community are always guys who are doing something negative. But they could always turn and say, oh, I know G. You know, and I've seen little kids, they come, like they'll come in, you know, they're my little homies. Tell him, didn't you build this? And I see the look in their face. They're more excited than I am saying that I built something. And so I know that that kid is inspired to one day believe that he can build something himself.
Saturdays, we open up at around 9:30 and helpers start coming in. The kids try to come in at 9:30. We try to make them wait till 10.
That's Jackie Ellen Dussault, one of the founders of the Hartford Catholic Worker.
Folks come in and start setting up for breakfast. We try to serve the kids something hot to eat, and then they can go and hang out in various parts of the space, and lots of volunteers and mentors, and we just kind of try to build community and bring folks into a neighborhood that's incredibly segregated by race and class, and that's one of the best things we do, and it's a lot of fun, and everybody helps everybody else, and everyone learns from everybody else. It's a really nice mutual setup, and we're sort of trying to, from the ground up, build the kind of society that we want to live in, and we want our kids and our neighbors to grow up in.
Quanatucket is the Algonquin saying word for the river, which means long tidal river or long tidal river land. And even the history of what we call Connecticut Indians, you can't understand that unless you understand the history of the Wampanoags, unless you understand the history of the Shinnecocks. It all boils down to the river and geography. That's why they call this place Connecticut, because the river is not a static force. It is something that connects us all.
It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, you have the city lights. There's so much wildlife, which is crazy. You know, you'll be in the middle of the piece, and I've had some rowers be like, look at that bald eagle. And there's just something about being in a city atmosphere and then just having something so beautiful and calm and relaxing alongside it.
There were a lot of stories about the flood. Along with this community that first settled in Hartford, of course, became the building of many synagogues. At one time, there were 13 synagogues in the city of Hartford. Today, of course, there are none.
And the American people, you know, believe it or not, they learn, you know, and they pronounce it very well. They pronounce, even if they're not Italian.
So every American can pronounce cannoli?
Yes, every American pronounces cannoli, yes. Cannoli, cappuccino.
First people you say, oh man, those people are going to come in here, your neighborhood's going to change, it's going to be bad. You know, they're not going to take care of the homes, they're not going to be interested in maintaining the property. That's not true. I think more and more people in the last 2-3 years now say, hey, you know, they're a good part of our society.
Hello, girls.
Hi, all. Juan Lopez Jr., commonly known as Johnny. I call it like a little jewelry box, you know, because all the lights on it, you know. And I did it. I do it because I like people smile, you know, and that's enough for me. You know, that's my Christmas gift, me, my safe in the public.
I think, like, when you walk around Hartford, you need to be very open-minded. Everyone in Hartford is different. Just because you hear a few things, you know, there's so many people that live here, and you only hear about 30 stories on the news. So, like, everyone else must be doing something good with their lives. So just be very open-minded. Like, everyone's very nice. And sometimes they don't talk to you because probably don't speak the same language, but yeah.
My name is Salem, and I'm studying at Buckley High School. I'm 10th grade. On City Slicker, we are with our friends, you know. We are practicing English, we're working hard, and got fun over there. That's all. We are cleaning the barns and giving food for horse.
How old were you when you came to the U.S. from Bosnia?
14 years old.
What's the best thing about being in Hartford now?
Oh, like you can get a better education. Now I got a lot of friends in there now. I don't want to move nowhere.
So this is your home now?
Yeah, that's my home now.